Imagine this. A teenager finally gathers the courage to tell their parents who they truly are, only to be met with silence, rejection, or even anger. It's one of the most common and painful clashes between parents and LGBT youth. But why does this happen, psychologically, culturally, and emotionally? That's exactly what we'll explore today. In the next few minutes, you'll understand the deeper psychology behind these conflicts, the cultural forces that amplify them, and the communication breakdowns that make things worse. By the end of this video, you'll gain not only knowledge but also practical tools, how parents can better understand, and how youth can navigate these tough conversations without losing hope. Let's start with the psychological clash at the core. For LGBT youth, adolescence is the stage of identity formation. Psychology calls this identity versus role confusion, a critical Erik Erikson stage. Young people are exploring, asking, who am I really? Parents, however, are wired differently. Their psychology leans towards security and continuity. They want their children to fit into norms that feel safe and socially acceptable. So, when a child comes out, it threatens this sense of stability. The parent's brain often interprets it as, my child's future might be harder, riskier, less accepted. This isn't about love disappearing, it's about fear colliding with authenticity. Now add culture to the mix. Culture is like an invisible script we inherit. In many societies, whether due to religion, tradition, or community pressure, non-heterosexual identities are still stigmatized. Parents raised in a different era may have been taught, this is wrong, dangerous, or shameful. Meanwhile, their children are growing up in a far more open and digital world, exposed to diverse identities on TikTok, YouTube, and beyond. A 17-year-old boy in a conservative household tells his parents he's gay. To him, it's natural. He sees friends online who live freely. To his parents, it feels like the entire neighborhood will judge them. What you see here is not just family conflict, it's two generations living in two completely different cultural realities. This brings us to communication. Often, the words don't match the feelings. A young person might say, this is who I am. A parent might hear, you're rejecting the values I raised you with. Psychologically, both sides are experiencing threat perception. The youth fears rejection of their authentic self. The parent fears rejection of their parenting and beliefs. When both sides feel threatened, conversations turn defensive. Silence, arguments, or ultimatums become the default. That's why psychologists stress the importance of active listening. Not listening to reply, but listening to understand. And the stakes are high. Research consistently shows that LGBT youth who face family rejection are at much higher risk of depression, anxiety, and even suicidal thoughts. On the other hand, a single accepting parent, even if imperfect, can act as a powerful protective factor. What you're about to learn here may change how you see it. Acceptance doesn't mean full agreement on day one. It means choosing love and curiosity over fear and judgment. So how do we bridge the gap? Here are a few psychology-backed steps. For parents, shift from judgment to curiosity. Instead of, why are you like this? Ask, help me understand what this means for you. For youth, understand that parents may need time. Their resistance often comes from fear, not lack of love. For both, seek safe spaces, counselors, support groups, even extended family allies, who can mediate when emotions run too high. The most healing conversations happen not in moments of heat, but in moments of shared vulnerability. To sum up, parents and LGBT youth often clash because psychology, culture, and communication collide. Identity formation meets parental fear. Cultural scripts meet generational change. And love gets lost in translation. But when both sides choose patience, empathy, and curiosity, healing becomes possible. Remember, underneath the conflict, love is still there, waiting to be expressed in a new way. If this video resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. And remember, understanding is the first step toward change.